see? A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and is... The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the UConn Huskies offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Texas offense will take the field for the first time. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UConn going back to work on offense. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough for the first down. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Baker. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. UConn quick to the line. Shotgun snap on third down. Working that left side now. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Right on target this time. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Across the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. UConn quick to the line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the back. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. He's got it on the left. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The RPO, it's complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a... There he goes! Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. UConn quick to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
UConn will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Fires complete on the crosser. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those rambling rep players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality.
Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the timing just a hair off. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
UConn will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He gets it away from his own end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Give to the running back. Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. End off from the shotgun. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to. Going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half with a run. Spins away from the defense. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorn! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, you usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or
some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for Rose.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Brings up 2nd down.
Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. Bears the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Rides to back and leaves it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Wiggles free. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here's the handoff. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's a first down.
Gets the back moving. Takes the easy one to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
UConn will have to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. Discards him with the stiff arm. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UConn offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They go to the draw. Got a little space. Powers through. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Punch it out of the air.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and, man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.